Hello everyone, Harry Baldock here, editor for Total Telecom. We're here on day one of Subsea Networks EMEA 2023. The conference is buzzing, and I'm really delighted to be joined by Steve Roberts, the VP of Network Investments for EXA Infrastructure. Steve, how's your morning going so far?
It's been a busy morning already, and we've got a packed schedule for the next 2 days. It looks like it's going to be a very busy event. Yeah,
it's certainly warming up in the submarine cable industry, obviously. So much going on right now. And in terms of your own investments in this space, I think EXA has been a company since in 2021, in September, I believe. And you've got a total of 210 million euros of investment. Can you tell us a little bit about your latest investment plans and kind of the makeup of that 210 million?
Absolutely, yeah. So that's 210 million of committed investments. So these are projects that are currently in build. In fact, we've completed 2 of them already this year. Another 3 are due to be completed this quarter. It's 15,000 kilometres of new network footprint and network upgrade. 11,000 of that is actually brand new footprint, so new routes that we didn't own before. And the other 4,000 is what we call network overpulls. So that's pulling brand new fibre through existing ducts to upgrade the cable to the most modern specification. Yeah, and it's 20 projects, and we intend to start committing a similar amount throughout 2023 and 2024.
And in terms of the future and kind of your investment focus looking forward, what would you say that focus is, and kind of why are you targeting those specific areas?
Yeah, so the focus is really three broad categories. So one is creating new scalable routes. So this is acquiring duct or constructing duct, installing our own cables and isla cabins to give us a capability to sell dark fibre. That is primarily driven by the hyperscalers, so building new routes between their mega data centres. We then have our second category, which is for lower demand countries and cities where we can't justify building our own cable. We'll buy fibre from an existing operator, light it with our Infinera DWDM platform, and then we can offer optical transport services, so 100 gig wavelengths, 400 gig wavelengths, optical spectrum services. The third category, which is why we're here today, is Subsea Networks. So we have a long history in the subsea space, operating cables, but also acting as landing party, CLS operator for other subsea operators. We have made investments in existing cables, both as a customer and as a consortium member in new cables. And you may have seen our press release yesterday with Centurion. We've signed a landing party agreement for their new cable that lands in Pescara, Italy. We will be providing landing party services, CLS design, build and operate services, and high quality dark fibre backhaul as well. So that's very much a theme for us. We're looking at where all the new cables come into Europe and how we can participate either as a partner, a customer, or a JV venture. So those are the 3 main categories that we focus on.
And obviously, it sounds like you guys have operations all over Europe and even more global than that. One of the kind of really special regions I wanted to talk to you about was the Iberian Peninsula, which I know you have a lot of investments in that area. Why is it so special? What makes that such a focus for you guys?
Yeah, it's just that we've seen a lot of growth over the last couple of years. We've been there for 23 years since the network was originally built in 2000, but it's the last kind of 5 to 8 years we've seen more growth. And that really comes from 3 different areas. So one is just the trend of the carrier-neutral data center operators to keep building. So Madrid's a hotspot, it always has been. There's continued growth there, but what we're seeing is Barcelona emerging as the new hotspot there. And you've got Equinix building a second site, Interaction, Edge Connects, Edged Energy, all building new sites there. The Barcelona cable landing station is also very interesting for us. So there's a lot of activity there. Then you have the hyperscalers. So you've got Meta, you've got Amazon have already announced big data center projects in the region. I think we're going to see more hyperscalers coming there over the next 12 months or so. And then the last big growth driver is again on the subsea side. So obviously this started with Maria in 2016 in Bilbao. And that's when we first started to see an uptick in demand. But we've got other cables like Gracehopper, To Africa, Equiano, Medloop, Medusa, so all the way from Bilbao, Lisbon, Barcelona. A lot of cables really driving traffic into that region, and there's going to be a lot more that are yet unannounced, but I'm hearing there's a lot of plans for more cables coming into that region. So yeah, we're watching it closely.
Yeah, you heard it here first, folks. Keep your eye on Iberia. It's going to be a very exciting time. Final question for you, Steve. I know you've got 20 projects in the work right now. What would you say is your favourite one? What do you find most interesting?
Yeah, so we've got a lot of big projects. Some of them we can't talk about because we're working with the hyperscalers. But one that is very close to my heart is actually Adriatic Express. So this is a joint venture that we formed a year and a half ago with the gas pipeline that runs from the Caspian Sea through Turkey, Greece, Albania into Italy. And that's actually just gone live this week. We turned up the first customer circuit into Albania. Other sections of that network are being completed over the coming month. But that's really created a lot of interest in the industry. It's something unique, it's something new, provides a new diverse, highly diverse route out of Istanbul. So a lot of customers very excited about that, and we're really pleased with the traction we're getting.
Steve, it's always great to speak to you. Thanks so much for chatting with me today, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the conference.
Likewise, thank you, Harry.